Hello everyone, welcome to your watch-along. Chelsea versus Manchester City. How is everyone doing? I hope all are well. I hope you're all good. Let me know in the chat if all is good. I'd love to know if you can hear, see, everything is crisp. Please let me know because we are also live on Big Up, and up against Port Vale, there was one technical issue that abruptly ended that stream, and I want to make sure the same thing doesn't happen. Everything looks like it's actually working pretty smooth. So we've got it all up and running. Yes, guys, coming into the chat, I see all of you. I hope all of you are well. Tottenham, it's all going wrong. And we just, let's pray it stays this way. 15 minutes left over there. Let's pray. I swear, expressions at this point, I don't know how he's still alive, honestly, or how he's still watching football at this point. It's amazing, isn't it? Can get De Zerbi in, and then it still goes wrong. And it's not even De Zerbi's fault. What the hell can De Zerbi do? Do you know what I mean? There's literally nothing that he can do in this instance. It's too far into the season. It's too late. He said it himself. It's late to start implementing philosophy and all of that. Just have to, you know, go with the motion and hope you can just galvanize everyone, which clearly, that team is ungalvanizable. Is that even a word? I've just made up a word for you. Ungalvanizable. If you look up ungalvanizable in the dictionary, you will find picture of Tottenham. Right there. So, yeah. I hope all of you are well. I hope all is good. Let me... Hang on. Let me have a butcher's on something real quick. Right? I'll make sure this... Okay. Bear with me one sec, as I'm going to make sure that everything is running smooth. And I want to make sure I can see your chat efficiently, basically. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. All is good. I'm glad. All right. You know what? When it comes to technical stuff, I'm decent. I really am. I'm going to big myself up there, right? Thank you for the first super chat of the evening. The name is D, saying Chelsea can't lose either way today. Up the footy. Listen, I'm gonna speak about this. Let's wait for more people to come in, and I'm gonna speak about this because this needs some addressing. This really does need some addressing. Big up to Arjun on Big Up. Thank you very much, mate. I hope you're well. So far, so good. Good. I'm glad. And let's keep it this way. Now, everyone that is here, you have exactly 50 minutes to go in and get your predictions in on Big Up. Link is in the description. It takes you straight there. You got 50 minutes to join us on the leaderboard. And also... you joining and following the page allows me to help grow our community on there. So the Younes Talks Chelsea community, we're going to try and make as big as we possibly can. That way, we can be number one on there. That's the quest, right? That's the quest. So if you are based in the UK, and you're based in Spain, you'll be able to take part in the predictions. If you are anywhere else in the world, you'll be able to follow the page and interact with the watch-along at least. So make sure you get over to the watch-along, get yourself on board over there. I am in the chat as well as here on YouTube. I mean, you can see the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So much appreciated. Luke Oman, I see you, mate, saying I did my prediction. Thank you very much. And yeah, we're going to talk about this whole thing about us losing tonight. Let's hope not. Right, but let's be completely honest. I'm going to lay down some facts for you. In the meantime, we do have a couple of comments over on Big Up. Sahil says it might be over today, lads. Lovely. love. Everyone's flipping giving up. Well, I don't blame you. Like I said, I'm going to explain everything. Let me see if I can get the lineups on here first, and then we're going to speak about that, because this has got to be done properly. This has got to be done properly. So, let's... Okay, we will wait for the lineups to become available, I guess. I've seen the lineups. Don't worry, but I want to make sure that I get it up on screen for you guys. I think it's going to take a moment. Yeah, they're not up yet. They will come in. They will come in very shortly. Azu Sports, thank you for the super chat. Big one. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. As much of these do end up going back to the channel, so I do appreciate that. Saying big up Younes and the chat today. I don't care. We lose today. These owners have made this all happen up the city today. I only want Arsenal and Spurs to suffer. Blueco out. Long-time subscriber from Sydney. Can't wait for next week. I want my club back. Flipping hell. Hey, Blueco, have you seen what you've done? Look what you've done. This is what you've done, yeah? This is what you've done. This is all on you. This is all on you. Unbelievable. New entry on Big Up. Thank you very much to RJDNQNDW. What a great, smooth name, who's entered into the predictions. Now, I'm going to address that in a sec. In the meantime, quickly. My predictions, what I've predicted for today on Big Up is that Chelsea will not score over 1.5 goals. Man City will score over 1.5 goals. There will be less than 9.5 corners in the match. There will not be under 1 goal in the first half. I do think City are probably going to get 2 past us. I think Wesley Fofana will commit over 1.5 fouls, definitely. I think Semenyo will have over 1.5 shots. So that's if you want to copy my predictions, you can go onto there and just copy. They're there. So you can just literally, a press of a button, copy what I've said, or what I've predicted. So get over there as well. Thank you so much. And thank you to Arjun, who says you can use the predictions broadcaster tool. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we are. Yeah. If you are on Big Up, okay, if you are on Big Up, you will be able to see exactly what I've submitted. Okay, so again, you can't get this on YouTube. This is only tools on here. Look, if you go to the Big Up stream, you'll be able to see half the screen is taken up with my predictions. So you can head over there and have a look. I can't get that on here. It's impossible. So you have to go over there, link in the description, first link, make sure you're there. You can have both on as well. I would recommend have both streams on. You're going to get the same feed anyway. So that gives you everything there. Thank you to Gani for the new entry. Much appreciated to you. Right, in terms of what Blueco have done. Yeah, Blueco have absolutely done this. Absolutely done this. And it's... let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. Fans want Chelsea to lose today. Deep down, it's not all about Arsenal just winning the league, is it? Let's be honest. Deep down, I think that there is a frustration at what is happening at Chelsea. And now there's I don't want to say an excuse, there's a justification to be able to drop a game like today and make it feel okay. Oh, it's fine because it means Arsenal don't win the league. I get deep down, loads of people, I think, have taken to that. And now they see the opportunity of Arsenal not winning the title and they're going, all right, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let it all burn down. I don't care. Arsenal don't win the league. They just want a justification now because they know deep down that if today we lose, it's really, really, really bad for Chelsea. Forget Arsenal and City for a sec. For us, if we lose today, it's a mess. It's a mess. Because if you look at the table, and big up to another 2 that have entered the predictions. Trying to get your names. Trying to get the names. Oh yeah, big up to S-Man FND and Diego. Much appreciated for putting your predictions in over on Big Up. Like I've said, first link in the description. You can do the same. If we lose today, right? Let's have a little butchers at the Premier League table right now as it stands. And this includes Tottenham losing, by the way, because they're going to go down. But hang on, let me get the table up. So the table as it stands right now, Tottenham are in 18th, fantastic. 2 points behind West Ham. Chelsea right now are 4 points behind Liverpool in 5th. If we lose today, it stays that way. But you know what the problem is? It's not what's in front of us, right? When we're driving the car and we can see what's in front of us. No, it's not that. I'm not looking for any straight left turn, right turn. I'm looking in my rear view. What's in my rear view? Holy crap. That's what's in our rear view. In our rear view right now, I'm looking and going, oh my flipping God, right? It's like Godzilla or King Kong about to just run up to my car and pick me up and eat me. Like legit. That's what it feels like, because Chelsea right now on 48 points. Brentford are behind us on 47. Everton are behind us on 47 in 8th. Brighton are behind us on 46 in 9th. Sunderland are winning and beating Tottenham right now. They go up into 10th and are also on 46. Bournemouth in 11th are on 45. Fulham in 12th are on 44. Newcastle right now in 13th are currently drawing 1-1. They would be on 43. 13th place would be only 5 points behind us. 13th. I didn't say 8th. I said 13th would be 5 points behind us if we don't pick up points today. That is insanity. Insanity. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's what's at stake, if we're being completely honest. Azu Sports, thank you once again, my friend, becoming a member. Thank you very much. So that's what's at stake. Right now, like I've said, today, if we lose, we're in the mud. We're in the mud. And I think deep down, I think there's a lot of fans that are looking at this and going, oh, you know what? If we lose today, yeah, we'll be in the mud. It means Blueco are ruined. Yeah, it would. But let me tell you, you don't need to hope. This is why I'm looking at today. I'm going, we don't need to lose. Mate, we're in the mud anyway. I'm not looking at this game and going, oh, you know what? We're going to lose. Nah, I know we're going to lose. It's not a point of, let's hope. No. We're in the mud. We're in the mud. And I'm going to bring up the lineups on screen for you guys as quickly as I can. Thank you to Adrian for the super chat over on YouTube. We've got more submissions on Big Up. I'm about to name you guys. Thank you very much. Do you still think Spurs will get relegated, says Adrian? Now I do. Properly. They're about to lose 1-0. Maybe 2. Maybe 2? Oh. So, yeah, I think they can. Azu Sports, again, thank you for becoming a member. Chelsea Blue DS saying, hope we get trashed, to be honest, so that City get close to denying Arsenal the title, and so that more pressure mounts onto Blueco from the match-going fans. That's my point, right there. He's not lying. Right there, he's not lying. Like, he's actually just telling the truth there. But when I'm looking at Chelsea fans going, oh, yeah, I hope we lose just because, yeah, screw Arsenal. Now, deep down, there's more to it. There's more. So it's sad. It's sad that we're even in this predicament in the first place. It's catastrophic. I find it unbelievable that we've reached this point. I really do. Right. Over on Big Up. Thank you very much. Now, we got more entries. You just have a look. Thank you too. We got FJSNENA. We've got Daniel, Triple P. Thank you very much. RSO 2003. I see you. Thank you for the prediction. And FNSNDMMFS. Big up to you. These weird names. But guys, pick names. Pick proper names. But honestly, everyone that's getting involved, much appreciated. And like I've said, over on Big Up, if you're on Big Up right now, you can see my predictions right here. Right here. On YouTube, you can't. Hit the first link in the description. If you want to get involved, you've got, I will tell you, 39 minutes. 39 minutes to put your predictions in if you are in the UK or Spain. But if you're not, do go to Big Up anyway, give us a follow and help make the community as big as possible over there. Much appreciated. Now, 11 minutes? Ref, where have you got that from? That's a joke. Nilesh, thank you very much, says hi. Thank you to you. Hi to you back, mate. I hope you're well. Over on Big Up, thank you very much. We got more super chats on YouTube. Chelsea Blue saying, I forgot to add also that some of the fans who still want to give Blueco a chance can finally realize that it's Blueco out and nothing else. I want to speak about that too, because there's things that have come out today that are very important. Sayurugara, thank you for your super chat saying, special like Vattel, all they do is win. Big up. Thank you very much. Listen, there was a thing today that came out from the Telegraph saying that, so with Blueco, with the ownership, specifically with Clearlake, big up to Nilesh, by the way, on Big Up says, love from India. Love right back to you. Thank you very much, Nilesh. Much appreciated. If you want to be able to get involved in the chat as well over there, you can. And if also, I've not mentioned this really, on there's an AI in part of the chat called Biggie, and you can ask it questions and it can tell you all sorts about this game, about anything else you want to know, anything that is on your mind. If you want to find out, okay, tell me what was the result of this game for the past 10 years, it will pluck it out for you. So head over there and feel free to have a little play with Biggie. You know what I mean. But anyway, 2.5 minutes into stoppage time over at Tottenham, they're still losing 1-0. The Telegraph came out with a thing talking about how Clearlake right now internally don't want any criticism on top of the criticism that they're getting on the outside, which is already plain and easy to see, because criticism on the inside is going to affect any confidence put into them by the investors. So I have to mention this because we've hammered this home time and time again. I've said it. Johnny has said it time and time again for flipping ages. Goonie is saying it. We've got others that are beginning to say it. Here's the thing. If you put pressure on the football club in this way of Blueco out, we want you out, gone, that's not just a slogan, just something that you just say online to feel good. No, it's about relentlessly putting the pressure on so the investors can look and go, yo, I've put money into this. Because let me explain this. Clearlake haven't got Egbali's and Feliciano's money into Chelsea. They've not spent a penny. They have created funds at Clearlake that investors have put in. They've taken that money and invested their cash. And 2 of those funds were allocated to Chelsea Football Club. Now it's locked. It's not their money, it's investor money. Them seeing Chelsea plummet into the depths of hell is not going to affect, well, it affects Egbali and Feliciano. It affects the investors. They're looking and going, yo, my money. So what happens? They look and go, I want to pull out. If they want to pull out, what happens? Clearlake suffer. And what happens if Clearlake suffer? Oh, crap, we need to make money. Shit, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Oh, this isn't working, guys. This isn't working. We got to sell this up. This is too negative for us. Boom. Gone, passed on to new owners. That's the play. It's not just a slogan to feel good online about like other protests and whatnot. It's not that. It's not that. It goes deeper than that. So people that think that saying Blueco out isn't actually effective are completely wrong. Completely wrong. Palace have scored. Let me have a look. By the way, thank you very much to Edward, member for 25 months. Thank you very much. Saying up the Chelsea today. You guys. We got comments coming in on Big Up as well. Thank you. I'm going to come to you in a sec. Is across says Younes, why do you think our fan base and other English fan bases tolerate so much from our bad owners? Other big clubs in other countries do not. Because we're English. Look, we created keep calm and carry on. You know, oh, wait, let's go to the pub and wait for this to blow over. Like, these are slogans that we've created. We're just too passive. But there's only so much a man can take. Do you know what I mean? On a human level, there's only so much a man can take. And I think historically, we've been a people that have always had to follow the herd, which is not a good thing. But more and more people are jumping on. More and more people will hop on. Simple as that. So, yeah, I get what you mean, mate. Italy, Lazio fans have abandoned the ground. They're not going to games. Do you know what I mean? Toluski, thank you for your super chat saying, hope we win, but as a realist, I know that's a big ask. Ultimately, I'd never want Chelsea to lose, so a rival doesn't win the league. Need top 5. You're right. Because alternatively, in order to even think of being able to attract a decent player at least, even on the cheap, you need Champions League. Without Champions League, we're finished. Do you know what I mean? We're finished. And that's going to be the damage that I think is going to start really causing mayhem. So let's see. Let's see. OJ, CFC, thank you very much. Says, hi, Younes. Hope you're doing well, my friend. 2-0 Chelsea. Thank you. I'm going to come to your predictions in a sec. Over on Big Up, thank you very much. Aqua says, big up Younes. Aqua here, and I want Chelsea to win. Chelsea comes first. Thank you very much, mate. He says, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Personally, I'm great. Chelsea as a whole, though, we're looking forward to seeing how today's going to go down. It's not looking so good, bruv. Emmanuel, thank you for your comment on Big Up, saying, hey, Younes, how are you and family? Very well. Thank you very much. I hope the same for you. How are you? I tried putting in my predictions for the Chelsea game, but there is no free option for me. Is there any way around it? There should be. I mean, right now, this close, it's probably gonna, it needs time to be able to process. It's probably gonna be too late to do this one. What I recommend is entering anyway, and then on your first entry, you do get $5 by Big Up sent to your account as courtesy. So it's worth getting it in. And then from onwards, you can then keep looking to put in the free entry as much as you want in advance. So just keep your eyes on the games and you'll be good to go. I hope that helps. Nilesh says, if Blueco want to sell, who will buy Chelsea right now? Economically, the world is not in a great position, and in the Middle East, there is war going on. So who will buy? That's the main question. Chelsea is always an attractive asset. Always an attractive asset. Chelsea, its location in London, it's prestigious. The real estate on there is unbelievable. The brand, the name, the global fan base, the commercial revenue, it's a very attractive thing. However, it matters about how we play on the pitch as well. And right now, let me tell you this, in business, when things begin to go down, in the eyes of the public, it's always a bad thing. In the eyes of investors, sometimes, new investors, not investors that have put their money in because they're seeing their money go down, but outside investors are looking and going, there's a market opportunity here. We might be able to get this at a low value with very high upside and potential. You know? There's a lot of billionaires. Thank you very much. And Aqua says, just joined from YouTube, might not be here a lot. I'm modding George's stream on YouTube also. Big up to Aqua. Thank you very much for the comment on Big Up. Thank you very much. We've got new entrants on the game. Let me, hang on. There's a load of entrants. It's unbelievable. Flipping hell. Big up to Juancho. Thank you. Sinan GNF. Rorai. Hannah. And we've got FJFNND. Thank you for your predictions and your entry as well. Much appreciated. Now, the starting lineups are in, courtesy of Biggie. That's the AI telling me the starting lineups are in, and it's shown me the lineups. Beautiful. Right, on here, let me get it up on screen for you guys because you guys actually need it properly. Let's see, is it gonna, what's going on? Hang on, let me go and get it. Let me go and get it. You know what I mean? 2-1, Crystal Palace, by the way, they have beaten Newcastle. What does that mean for the Premier League table? I'm going to have a look. Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa drew 1-1. Oh, my God. Kira Bilancu saying, is the YouTube mentorship program closed? No. It should be in the description. The one-to-one should be in the description. So have a look, and do apply. I am going to mention that later. There's 2 spots left on there. We're close to filling up. So have to make sure you get in with your application quickly. Let me copy and paste this. Okay. Still no lineups on here. Let's see. Thank you to Osama bin Artadog, member for 22 months, saying the first time I want Chelsea to lose. Apologies. Everyone is like this today. Honestly, everyone. Aqua on Big Up says predictions 2-1 for Chelsea. Late winner from Palmer Esteval and a goal for JP. That's brave of you, brother. That's very brave of you. But thank you very much. Azu Sports says, thank Allah we have Younes Watchalong back to calm me down. I wouldn't survive watching CFCLDN alone. I don't think anyone would, bruv. Azu Sports, I don't think any of us would. Much appreciated for that. Thank you for the contribution. Medman, thank you for the super chat. Says, Lincoln City fans chant Tottenham away, ole, ole. Well, actually, it's not for us as well. We got to receive them at the bridge. Let's see what's going to happen today before we make any assumptions. But yeah, Tottenham are actually finished. They're about to lose this game 1-0. Unbelievable. We're going to have content at least for after this game. Lawrence says, I hate some match-going fans as much as Blueco. Thank you very much to Lawrence. Honestly, there are still some fans that are just eating everything up, and I don't understand. Like, how do you live? Like, forget football as a sec. Just as a man or as an individual, how do you live? Like, what are your values? How do you process life? Like, it's bizarre. It's actually bizarre. Tottenham have lost. Tottenham have lost. Up the Sunderland. Although that means that the Sunderland are now closer to us in the table. Brilliant. Brian, member for 18 months, says, Younes habla minerales. Thank you very much. Me gusta, me gusta. Tottenham are now officially in the relegation zone. Like, they're officially, there's no extra game. No, they are officially in the relegation zone now. Mental. Thank you for the couple of entries on Big Up. We have... You've got, by the way, 27 minutes to get your predictions in. And like I have shown on Big Up, you can see my predictions are right there. On YouTube, I'm just pointing at air. But on Big Up, you'll be able to see. First link in the description, you can get involved. But... let me have a look. Elva Galaga, thank you for your entry. Alvaro Miranda, Canden, thank you for your entries as well, guys. Much appreciated. Get involved. Get involved. Aqua says, I understand fans want Blueco out and hate Arsenal, but Chelsea comes first, and I don't want to return to the Conference League. We can't guarantee Chelsea are going to win every upcoming game. Let me tell you, we're not going to win every upcoming. We're not going to win the majority of the games. We're going to get smashed. But... the Premier League right now, if we're looking at the standings after the Sunderland game, right, Sunderland are into 10th, 2 points behind us. Tottenham are officially in the relegation zone. And it's not looking good, bruv. It's really not looking good now. In terms of the lineups, I still want to go for the lineups. Hang on, I want to get them on screen for you guys. I want to get them on screen. What is going on? Try this instead. Maybe this will do it. Got a feeling. Got a feeling. Computer says no. No, my feeling was not correct. Let me try this now. I need to... hang on. Hang on. Right. We'll see how it's all going to go. I will update you very shortly on that. Thank you very much. Chelsea Blue, again, asking... I'm hoping for a 6-0 thrashing against us. Everyone's on suicide watch today. Do you know what I mean? That should do it for the match-going fans. Hopefully, if that doesn't do it, then those fans are fools. Unbelievable. Honestly, no, I get what you mean, and I do understand. Look, let me be completely honest, yeah? If things capitulate, the owners are going to be panicking. I totally get that. I agree, though, I don't want Conference League. I really don't want Conference League. I'd rather finish 10th. I've said this before. If I have a choice between finishing in 7th, which is Conference League, or finishing in 9th, I would finish 9th. I'm not doing Conference League, bruv. I forget going to FC, Straw, Wheat, flipping, you know... I don't even know what names to bring up. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's what we end up facing in the not Champions League, God forbid, in the Conference League. So, right, look, I'm going to try and get the lineups on here as quickly as I can. In the meantime, thankfully on Big Up, I've got Biggie the AI, that's just thrown up the lineups for me without me asking, right? So I've got the lineups in front of me. I'll read them out to you. I've got both Man City and Chelsea. So Chelsea, starting off with Sanchez, Cucurella, Gusto, Hato and Fofana at centre-back. Caicedo, Santos, Neto on the left, Esteval on the right, Cole Palmer in the middle, and João Pedro up front. That's basically, in terms of the attack, that is what I asked in the preview yesterday. But I did expect maybe Lavia to be starting, Santos to be in the 10. I thought maybe Rossini would do that. But no, he's gone with, I would say, the most logical attackers that you could ask. But we've got Hato at centre-back alongside Fofana, Gusto at right-back, Cucurella at left-back, Sanchez in goal. I worry about Hato at centre-back, if I'm honest. I do. And Haaland. Actually, talking about Haaland, let's check Man City. Man City, Donnarumma, Nico O'Reilly, Nunes, Kusanov, Mark Gurhey, who returns to the bridge. Bernardo Silva and Rodri in midfield, Shirky in the 10, Semenyo on the right, Doku on the left, and Erling Haaland up front. Shirky, Haaland, Semenyo, Doku frightens the hell out of me, guys. I'll be completely honest. Oh, man. Shirky. This is going to be mad. This is actually going to be insane. God forbid. God forbid what's going to happen. Honestly, for me, I'm not looking forward to this game. I really am not looking forward to this game. We have more comments on Big Up. Thank you very much. Big up to you, Ali. I see you. Hope you're well. And thank you to Aqua, saying this club has gone through a lot and I've seen it. I like to stay positive and look forward to our future. He also says FC Noah with a crying emoji and I'll be back. He's had enough. Thank you, mate. Thank you. But listen, I'm all for positive, but I'm not for abandoning realism. I think when the realism is telling you to be positive, you can be positive and go all in. And I think in things that you can control and things that you can do, you should be positive. But when you're looking at outside and what others are doing and you're just reacting to it, what can I do positively or negatively for you, bruv? You're meant to do it on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's you. So this is where I don't want to end up looking delusional. I want to be able to say it for what I actually see. And right now, it's not looking good, bruv. It's really not. Simple as that. And the fixtures that we've got, like including today, are going to be an absolute mission. CFC Daniel says, City to win. Look at the bigger picture, everyone. Thank you very much. Lauren says, forget Bluco. Who you got between Fury and AJ? That fight looks like it's going to happen. And I watched Fury. Good warm-up fight. It's a good tune-up fight. Obviously, it wasn't a great fight, but it was a good warm-up fight for him. He went 12 rounds. He got the minutes in. He got the rounds in. He looked good towards the end. He was starting to really loosen up and get the ring rust off, and he looked good. Overall, he looked good. What's his name? Makudov looked like a flipping train. He's just like, literally just like not going anywhere, and then just going for the flipping haymaker, just going for a bomb every single time. And that's all he had. That's all he knew what to do. I'm just like, brother, have you got something else? Unbelievable. But no, good. And now with AJ, it's hard to predict. I think they're both at the same stage in their careers. Do you know what I mean? They're coming towards the end. It's not for a title. It's not for a belt. They're different styles. I think Fury's more unpredictable, but I think what AJ's gone through with Usyk, and now he's gone through training camp, and now they're best friends. They got a Rocky Apollo relationship going on. I think we're going to get a completely different AJ, an AJ that we've not seen in terms of traits. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great fight. So Sharad Tukil says, put Tosin in goal, play Sanchez right wing, McQueen as centre-back, Palmer as right-back. I don't care. Give me those Arsenal tears. Oh, my God. Chelsea Blue, thank you for your super chat. Does your dad speak better Arabic, French, or Amazigh? All of them. He's fluent in all of them. He's actually fluent in every single one. I get my languages from him. You know, it's because of him that I speak what I can speak. Imagine me on steroids in terms of all the language. That's my dad, basically. So he's fluent in every single one. And he's fluent in English. And he's nearly fluent in Italian. Me, I'm kind of like the mini version of everything that I've just outlined. So makes sense. I'm his son. So, yeah. Medman, thank you very much. Says, low winning chance, but Chelsea first. Bluco out. Thank you very much, mate. Lawrence says boxing is therapy. Thoughts on Wilder Chisora? That was a terrible fight, a bit of a slugfest, but good towards the end. Good towards the end, and I think correct decision. Wilder had it. Wilder had it easily. OJ says, thank you very much. I have a feeling, delusion. 2-0 Chelsea. Let's see. Because, look, realistically, I understand where people are coming from when they say anything's possible. Yeah, it's true, anything's possible. However, we said this before time and time again. Like, I don't want to choose delusion at this point. I want to choose what is actually happening. Do you know what I mean? So that's that. So yeah, I think Man City are going to be on smoke. They smell blood after yesterday, and I'm not looking forward to it. Adrian says if City wins, the amount of views against Arsenal next week will be insane. Maybe more than City-Liverpool. I agree. It's going to be crazy. Because that's going to be the game that can put Man City at the top of the table. This is why they're going to come out on smoke, I'm pretty sure. CFC Daniel says, no Champions League Europa puts pressure on Blueco to sell. It's true, it does, because that's their get-out. That's where they make their money. It's true. It is true. Azu Sport says, can we make the protest a week earlier? Do it during the game. Make it happen. No time to waste. Blueco out. It's going to be next week. Next week, before the Man United game, there is the protest that's going to happen. So make sure if you can be there, be there. So yeah, it's all organised for next week, so be there. Lauren says, I think Conor Benn gets smoked by the top guys. I do think that too. His fight underwhelmed me. It really did. I was expecting more. Albeit he got decision, but still. Now, I'm going to ask Biggie a question on Big Up because I actually want to know. Can you give me... whilst I'm trying to get the lineups for you guys on here. Right. I've just asked Biggie, can you give me the substitutes for both teams today? And let's see what it's going to... Oh, there we are. It's giving me the subs. There we are. So, on the bench for Man City, I like this tool. Trafford... Reinders, Ake, Marmoush, Kovacic, Nico Gonzalez, Aït-Nouri, Savinho, Phil Foden. That bench is lethal. And have you seen our bench? I've just read that out for you, yeah? Now listen to our bench. Delap, Esugo, Sarr, Charman Low, Achiempong, Mark Gu, Garnacho. Holy crap. Holy crap. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And if you want to go and have a look at the chat on there, you can actually see me asking Biggie that. Do ask Biggie any question you want. It's fantastic on there. And yeah, like I've said, you do have 15 minutes until kickoff and 15 minutes until the chance to get your predictions in over on Big Up is done. 15 minutes left. And like I say, if you're watching on Big Up, first link in the description, you can see my predictions on screen. You can't see it on YouTube, but you can see it on screen if you're on Big Up. So hit that link. If you want to copy, go for it. And if you want to change it up, change it up. But you got 15 minutes left before you can't enter anymore. Done. At kickoff, it ends. And then at that point, we are going to see exactly how it all goes and whether we're going to be correct or not. So big up to everyone that is following the page on there as well. Big up to everyone that is predicting. And big up to everyone that's in the chat. Much appreciated. New entry from James Rendon. Thank you very much to you. Big up to you. And we also, let me just have a little butchers. There's quite a few people that's predicted. We got EU Men Melee as well with a entry on Big Up as well, so big up to you too. And like I've said, I am active in the chat as well, and I can see exactly what all of you are saying over on Big Up, so join the conversation. Chelsea Blue here on YouTube says, could you ask Biggie how to get rid of Blueco, I beg? So we do that. I don't think it's equipped to give us theoretical answers. You know what? How can I do this? I'm tempted. I'm actually tempted. No, because it's an AI that is based on football information. So I don't. We can give it a crack. We can give it a go. I've never tried that, but I want to ask it the right question. To be fair, you guys can get involved. Actually, you know what? Look, hit the link in the description. Get onto Biggie, or get onto Big Up. There's a button at the bottom. You can ask Biggie any question you want. Just ask it. Ask whatever you want. I'll try one, and you can see my question on there as well, right? So it's hilarious. I'm gonna ask this. I love how everyone's getting involved. I love it. But like I've said, oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's a fascinating question about the business side of football. My expertise is strictly in on-field and match data. I can tell you all about Chelsea's performance, player stats, upcoming fixtures, but I can't analyze the financial implications for their owners. It's an honest AI. It's an honest AI. So no, get involved if you want to know any data, any questions in relation to the footballing side. Biggie will be able to help you instantly. I'll ask a question. Let me actually ask Biggie this, and I'm going to tell you. Give me the head-to-head. Okay. I've asked for the head-to-head results between Chelsea and Man City for the last 5 seasons, right? And it says that it's dusting off the archives. Here are the head-to-head results between Chelsea and City for the last 5 seasons. So, it's gone back to 2023. 1-0 City, 4-0 City, 1-0 City, 4-4. 1-1, 1-0 City, 2-0 City, 3-1 City, 1-1. Flipping hell, we've not beaten them in how long? Hang on. When was the last? I gotta ask Biggie this. When was the last time Chelsea beat Man City? Was it the Champions League final? Don't tell me it was a Champions League final. It couldn't have been. Oh my God. Oh my God. Has it been that long? Biggie right now, the data that they've got in terms of Biggie, to go back historically, accurate at 100% is until 2023. But I've had a look here as well, and I can see it says Champions League final. That's nuts. Biggie is only 3 years of data right now. They are going to expand on that. I've just got a message here as well saying that it's 3 years. But yeah, mad. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Right, you've got 8.5 minutes left until the prediction game is closed. So if you want to hurry up, get involved. We got a new entry from Jose AI. Thank you very much to you. New entry from Daniel Diaz. Thank you to you as well. New entry from Casadonegra. Thank you very much for your entry as well. That is insane. Yeah, Nilesh in the chat says it was a Champions League final. Aqua says it was. That is ridiculous. That's insane. Aqua's... Aqua's asked, is Rafinha aging men? He says, I'm all about football. I can help you with stats, scores, and all things on the pitch. Is there a player or team you're curious about? Unbelievable. Biggie's getting tested today, isn't it? Oh, that's a good question. What's the likeliest position Chelsea will finish at the end of the season? That's a very good question. Let's see what it's going to cook up. By the way, like I've said, on Big Up, you have legitimately just over 7 minutes left before you cannot get involved in the game any longer. Thank you very much to Tay McMahon. Says, fans rooting for a City win are Spursy losers. Thank you very much, mate. Chelsea Blue DS, could you ask? Yeah, no, I've asked that. I've asked that. Thank you very much. Abu Bakar saying, why don't you do Twitch? Because Twitch doesn't have any of these features at all that you guys can actually interact with. Let's be honest, it doesn't. And for me, my prime focus in terms of a place to actually stream properly without any of the additional features is YouTube. I'm not going to do Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Things like gaming, that maybe Twitch is the place. But nah, Big Up has things on here, like I've just told you guys, that's going to be much more beneficial. Osama bin Artadog says, Tottenham Hotspur applying for Championship Wi-Fi because Premier League connection lost. That is fantastic. That's a great super chat. One of the best super chats of the day so far, without question. Without question. Wow. 6th place in the Premier League with 48 points from 31 games. Hang on. Their projected points tally, if they maintain... This is from Biggie. This is from the AI on Big Up. Their projected points tally, if they maintain their current form, puts them around 59 points, which suggests they are likely to finish in a similar position. The case for a higher finish, Chelsea has a strong goal difference of plus 15, which could be a crucial tiebreaker. They have shown flashes of brilliance, including a 4-1 away win against Villa recently. Historically, Chelsea has often been a strong finisher in the league, securing a 4th place in the 23-24 and 6th in the 24-25 season. The case against the higher finish, their recent Premier League form is concerning, with only 1 win, 1 draw and 3 losses in their last 5 league games. The upcoming fixtures are incredibly tough, including home games against City and United and an away trip to Liverpool. These are all teams currently above them or fighting for European spots. Teams like Brentford, Everton and Brighton are close behind in points and could capitalise if Chelsea's form continues to dip. The verdict of Biggie, given Chelsea's current position, their inconsistent recent form and a very challenging run of fixtures against top teams, it's most likely that they will finish in 6th. While they have the potential to push for 5th, the difficulty of the remaining schedule and the form of teams around them make it a tough ask. They will need to improve significantly to hold off the teams below them. That is from Biggie. That's the AI on Big Up. You can get involved in the first link in the description if you want to ask it a question. So that's from Biggie. Thank you to Biggie for a very analytical conclusion to what they think is going to happen. No, 6th. 6th means we get Europa League. We don't get Champions League in 6th. Champions League's gone. It's a wrap. Do you know what I mean? Let's see how it's all going to go down. Like I've said, you've got 4 minutes left on Big Up to get involved in the prediction game. You've got to be quick now because the teams are about to come out into the tunnel. Himelon, thank you for the entry. Much appreciated to you. Biggie doesn't want to answer if I'm the most underrated streamer. Thank you, Aqua. Thank you. Big up to Nanazakwan, member for 13 months. Thank you for my friend over here on YouTube. I love to see Younes react to Arsenal Bournemouth. I did. Go over to Younes Talks Football. I did a stream and I did a video. You can hear what I have to say. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Right. Team's about to make their way out. Can I get the lineups on screen now? Bloody hell. Hang on. Let's see. Hey! There it is. There it is. And you'll also get stats. If you want additional stats, make sure you're on Big Up and then just ask Biggie any question you want to know during the game. We'll be able to cook it up for you, so don't worry. Toloscu, thank you for the super chat. Says, okay, we've heard from Biggie. Next up, Tupac AI. It was all a dream. Oh, man. That's just the way it is. Oh, man. Let's talk about Tupac. We gotta hit him up. Arjun says big up. Younes on big up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. And Johnny has asked Biggie, who's getting relegated this season? Biggie thinks. What's the verdict? It reckons Wolves, Burnley and Tottenham. Big up to Biggie. Big up to Biggie. The players are out on the pitch. We are about to cook this game. There is 1 minute 50 left in terms of the prediction game. If you want to get involved over on Big Up, like I've said, you got to do this quick. You got to be like Superman now on this. If you want to get involved in the prediction game, you can. At this point, you can just go and then copy what I've done. You can literally just click off a button, copy and enter if you want to get involved. There's not long left. But thank you to every single one of you that have got involved. And we're going to see how the game goes down. Chelsea about to. Oh, man, I'm nervous. To be honest, I'm kind of nervous overall. Let me shift over here a little bit. Not too much. There we are. So you guys have the lineups on screen. And like I've said, you've got all the stats that will pop up during the game. Bear with me one sec. Right, there we are. New entry on Big Up. He's managed to get in quickly before it ends. DHJII, thank you very much. Big up to you. Amazing. Let me have a look. Awesome. Much appreciated for that. Right. I think we got the City huddle. There a Chelsea huddle, has got to be. Erling Haaland, camera on him. We're about to get this game underway. Let us pray, guys. Let us pray. Let us pray. Who's ready? Who's ready? Okay, we are about to get this underway. Rafinha's gone over to Pep. Pep looking at him like, welcome to the big leagues. Do you know what I mean? Welcome, mate. Welcome. Big up to Steve over on Big Up. You've got into the sphere. Attend the protest next Saturday, 18th at Stamford Bridge. Your voice and presence is needed. Big up to you, Steve. Thank you very much, mate. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Arthur is asking, is it true a female head coach has been appointed as Union Berlin manager? Yes. Has done until the end of the season. It's mental as far as I'm concerned. Don't get me wrong. At face value, it looks great. I just worry for the woman. I'm worried for her. But you're putting a woman into the environment of a men's dressing room. Bruv. You know what I mean? I don't have a good feeling about that. I really don't have a good feeling about it. Do you know what I mean? I think for her sake, this is going to not be very comfortable for her. I wish her the best. I really do. Right. We're up and away. Let's see how this is all going to go down. Let's see. Osama bin Artadog saying half the squad is wondering what position they play. The other half is wondering which club they're being sent to next. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. It's not about that. Women give birth to men, rain men, so what's the big deal? Have you been in the men's dressing room before? If you've been in a men's dressing room before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's no place for a woman. It's really not. It's really not. Good luck to her. That's all I'm going to say. Union Berlin, that's you. You do you. You do you. Yeah? You do you. That's, yeah, simple as that. Simple as that. Well, you should know. You should know. You should know. Chelsea are trying to start off with the press. Haaland. Oh, mate, it's not even a debate, is it? It's not even a debate. Look at Haaland. Look at Haaland. He's bossed off 3 of them. Let us pray for today, honestly. Let us pray. Here comes City on the left-hand side. Oh, little flicks and twist on the edge of the box here. Ball over to the right-hand side. Here's Semenyo. Semenyo past Cucurella. All right, he's out for a corner. I worry about our centre-backs. I really do. Haaland and these centre-backs, God, let us pray. Honestly, let us pray. I think the full-backs will do a decent job. I think Cucurella, even maybe Gusto, might do a decent job. The centre-backs, though. Defensively as a team, I think it's going to be, okay, here's the corner. They're all coming in, including Shirky, including Mark Gurhey. God forbid Gurhey scored. I wouldn't want that. It's a great, I like the City kit, by the way. The blend from the top to the socks. The socks is a fantastic blend. The blue and like green. Ball in. Back post. Oh my God. Oh my God. Get rid, guys. Get rid. We've given the ball away. It's all City. It's all City. Here's Semenyo on the right-hand side. Shirky. Watch out for Shirky today, honestly. Shirky, that Shirky-Haaland combination I'm actually concerned about. Like, really concerned about. Ball up the pitch to the other side. Brings it down. Over to Shirky. Oh, ball laid in. Straight to the goalkeeper. Sanchez up the pitch. He goes super long to no one. I mean, what a waste of a ball that is. Just complete panic. Do you know what I mean? Are we going to play on the back foot like the entire game? I've got a feeling we're actually not going to see the ball today. Is that what's going to happen? Because if that's the case, we're screwed. Do you know what I mean? Bean Potter, thank you very much, says, if we lose, Liam Gon say we tired after Port Vale. Listen, that's a sackable statement right there. That is a sackable statement. By the way, thank you to everyone that has entered the game on Big Up. You cannot enter anymore. Now it's a case to see if we're all going to be right or wrong, and we'll see what the ramifications are going to be after that. But it's Semenyo. He's going through all of them. All right, nicked. And, it's 3-on-2. It's 3-on-2. Palmer. And he's overhit that. He's overhit that into Neto. Neto. Ball central. Palmer. Goal kick. Yeah, he tried. There's really not much he could have done there. There really isn't. So, but at best now, make sure you're on Big Up. If you want to ask for any more stats, you can ask Biggie. Make sure that you are following the page so then we can grow our community on there, because there's things in relation to a thing called quests on there, which means that we want to try and get as many of you guys in there as possible. So then our community can be amongst the very best. So give us a follow and make sure you're watching on there and interacting in the chat too. Little 1-2 for Manchester City on the right-hand side. Throw into Man City. We are just over 5 minutes in. There's Enzo Fernandez on the bench. Just watching on. Realistically, he should be involved. Big up to CKJM on the Big Up chat, saying it makes me so sad that we'll likely lose Palmer. Imagine how much better he's going to get from where he is now. I agree. Overall, I agree. How is it warm in London? I'm seeing Rafinha in a t-shirt. Is it warm? Fair play. If the sun's out, I mean the sun's out. I mean, if it's not cold and it's warm, then great. Richie, thank you very much for the super chat on YouTube. Younes, Arsenal going to bottle it again and Tottenham are going down. We love it. We love it. Do you know what I mean? We love it. Redzo Park says, we lost because their kit blinded us, says Rafinha. That could actually be an excuse. There's Gianfranco Zola. Big up to Zola, one of the best players to have ever graced this football pitch. For Chelsea, that is, of course. Big up to Gianfranco. Chelsea throw? Chelsea throw, 7 minutes in. As you can see, you've got the lineups and the stats on screen on YouTube. And on Big Up, you can ask Biggie for any additional stats that you absolutely need. Let me actually, my goodness, hang on. Here's Pedro Neto on the left-hand side, central, and he's giving it away. Big up to you guys asking Biggie all sorts of questions. Biggie's got his work cut out for him. But so far, we've had one shot from Cole Palmer where he's hit the side netting. João Pedro's just had another one and it's out for a corner. Although it looked like he tried to central that into the box. Kusanov with the clearance. Pedro Neto to take the corner. Come on, Neto, brother. What the hell is that? You know what I mean? You got another chance. All right, he's gotten past his... My goodness. Come on, mate. Gusto. Switched over to the left-hand side again. Palmer. Gusto. Okay, Chelsea seeing more of the ball here. Are they going to do anything with it, though? Ball over the top, straight to... Oh, I thought I was going straight for Donnarumma. Cole Palmer, has he been dispossessed? No. No, little 1-2s, little flick, straight to the goalkeeper. That went to Donnarumma. Approaching 10 minutes. We're 9.5 minutes in, still 0-0. Arsenal are supporting Chelsea probably more than Chelsea fans today. Like, how mad is that? How mad is that? North London is actually blue today, fully. Free kick for Chelsea. Right. 10 minutes in, free kick to Chelsea, about 30, 35 yards. That 35 yards out. That's 30 yards out. Yeah, CKJM on Big Up says to think we could have gotten Donnarumma. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It does make you wonder. That's just a cross to no one. Out for a goal kick. What a horrible cross. Neto cannot cross a ball today whatsoever. None. Don't know about you guys, but that's what I've seen so far. Nilesh says Palmer versus Donnarumma again. Thank you very much. It is. It is, isn't it? Yeah, Neto is playing poorly. Oh, wow. City have lost the ball here. João Pedro's on it. No one. No one to give to. João Pedro's looking and going, guys. He's doing an Arteta. Guys. Where are you guys? My goodness. Hato, back. Over the top, given away to Man City. They've given it away. And offside Chelsea. Aqua says on Big Up, Elise is the one that breaks my heart. There are, honestly, yeah, there are players that we could have got that should be in our team right now, and they're not here, unfortunately. Unfortunately, then. That's probably a question for Biggie. Can you project Chelsea's league position if we signed Elise, Osimhen, Semenyo, Gurhi, flipping, just bring all of these names that we didn't buy, Donnarumma, and just, can you give me a projected league position for that, please? You know, probably say you'll win the league. Yeah, Elise did dodge a bullet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ball is back with City now. Bernardo Silva. He's playing with fire here. O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly's had a very good start to the season. A very good end to the season, sorry. He's been super effective for them, especially in offensive areas. Here comes City on the edge of the box now. Just asking, video quality on Big Up, how is it? Do let me know. Alternatively, we can also do that. So let me know if that's... Steve, let me know if that's any better. On Big Up, let me know... on Biggie. Let me know on Big Up if that's any better for you. Do let me know. How is that now? Do let me know. Thank you very much to Lauren saying we sold Gurhi and others just to bring in Lukaku. Hang on, better. Slightly better. Oh, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah, that Lukaku move. That Lukaku move was meant to go so well. It really was. And we're just in the mud. Unfortunately. Matt Ventures, thank you very much, says YTC stream from Carrot Field if Saeed in car park. Honestly. Saeed's probably not going to see the car park very much. It's Doku. Doku. All out. Is that a goal kick? Goal kick. So we'll see. We'll see what Man United do as well. And OJ says AFTV equals CFTV today and Esteval picking a yellow already. For City, this is very straightforward. It's about the result. Simple as that. On Big Up, let me know which one was better, the first camera view or the second camera view. Do let me know which one is better. Also, feel free to just refresh on there and see if that makes a difference or not. It's Pedro. Pedro, is he going alone? Oh, he's fed it, Cucurella. This is a chance. 1-0. Offside. 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 Yeah, and Cucurella. Was it offside? Is this going to be checked? Offside. Offside given, yeah. All right. All right. Thank you very much, RSO 2003. Big up to you, Younes, in this great community. We win together, we lose together. So what happens if Caicedo picks a yellow card today? He's suspended for the next game? Yeah, we'd be in the mud. Here's Doku. He's giving it away. And we've given it away. It depends. How many... is he on the yellow? Big up to those on big up. I'll leave it on the second one. Fantastic. No problem at all. But... yeah, is he on the yellow? Is Caicedo already on the yellow from last game? If he is, then let's see. Well, it's the last thing we need. 000 T2P for the super chat says last win versus Man City was the 2021 Champions League final. Last win versus Arsenal was in 2021. Time flies. It's amazing, isn't it? When we were actually a decent team. Funny how that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Ball in, good block. Oh, on the rebound. Simeon says, we don't need to play in Europe. Let's help Man City. Arsenal must not win the league. That seems to be everyone's agenda today, isn't it? Everyone. I know Arsenal are supporting us like crazy. Big time. Ball into the middle. Okay, Chelsea very compact in near our own box, which is, I think, struggling. It's helping Man City to struggle. Get close. And then it looks like we're always trying to get them on the break, which actually looks like it's kind of working so far. João Pedro has actually been quite effective. Is Neto. Neto. Ref waves play on. Neto. Save! Cheers for that, Steve. I'll have a butcher's. Like I say, do refresh and see if there's any difference on there like that way. Good save, Donnarumma. Gets low, just in time. Nicky, with a super chat, says Arsenal win the league or Spurs get relegated. Spurs get relegated. That one takes the cake. I'm sorry, like it does. Let's be honest, it just does. So, it's something we've never seen before. Even the older heads. It would just be generational. Offside? Offside. There's the, there's the confirmation of the offside from the VAR. Yeah, he's way off. Way off. His whole body's off. His feet were in line. His whole body was off. Someone's actually asked Biggie. Let me have a look. What would the league position of Chelsea be if they signed Elise, Osimhen, Donnarumma, and Semenyo? It's not giving it. Oh, hang on. Oh, it actually has. If Chelsea signed Osimhen and Maignan, would we be top of the league? And it's given a whole flipping thesis. Its verdict says it's a strong maybe. The signings of Osimhen and Maignan would undoubtedly transform Chelsea into a much stronger team, capable of challenging for the title. There we are. There we are. Even Biggie knows that if we sign serious players, we would be challenging for the league. If you want to ask Biggie any question, first link in the description. Make sure you go over there and ask it a question. So far, 20 minutes in, 0-0. It's been the first 10 minutes, City. The second 10 minutes, Chelsea. I have to say, it's been pretty even. Pretty even. Although, I do think that as the game goes on, it's going to be a case of where is the quality going to show. Here's Doku. Doku's in. He's gone past two. Oh my God, on the volley. Oh my God, block, 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 block. Chelsea free kick? Chelsea free kick. I think Chelsea free kick. We've taken the free kick, gone short. City are now trying to press aggressively hard. And we've lost it. Yep, we've lost it. Stupidly. Here's Haaland. He's tried to flick it. It's not worked. Oh, come on, Cucurella. Where's your strength, bruv? I get he's small, but still. Do you know what I mean? Steve's getting very comfortable with Biggie AI on Bigger. Yeah, I will have a carrot farm at this rate. I will. Courtesy of Jeremy Clarkson. Ball into Haaland. Touch. Middle. Bosch. That's the wrong pass. And we've given it straight back to him. Cheers for that, Hatto. Is that Hatto? It's Palmer. We've given it away. Here comes City. Gurhi, over to the left-hand side. Loads of space. Loads of space. Gusto, you got to be tighter than this, brother. You got to be tighter than this. Okay. You know what? City, whenever they look like they're on the wing, the pitch is smaller, so you have to bear that in mind. But it looks like they're struggling with a limited space for them to actually form any combination to run through. So they're always constantly having to go onto any sort of outside and just try. But Chelsea so far, in terms of shape, are actually good. I say in terms of shape, for now. I'm not expecting it to hold, I'll be honest. Here's Doku. And off the heel, straight back to City, straight back to Haaland, mate. You know, the one thing about City is when they retrieve the ball, they know exactly where they're going. Like, at that point, it's not like, with us, there's always a bit of hope. That's poor from City. And that's poor from us. We've given it straight back to him. Straight back to him. Here's Rodri. Shirky. Go over to the right-hand side. Semenyo. Shirky. Ball in to no one. That's a poor ball. Is that Lamps? Lamps is in the house. Big up, Frank. Super Frank. Super. I ain't sung that in a while. Super Frankie Lampard. We love Frank. My favourite, like personally, if I had to choose my personal favourite player at Chelsea of all time, I choose Lampard. I have to. I like all the legends, don't get me wrong, and I think they're all on the same level. But if I have to choose one, gun to my head, Lamps. Glad he's here. Well, I'm glad he's here, but I'm also kind of not glad. He's probably thinking, what the hell's happened around here? Do you know what I mean? Like, what he was used to, and now what we have. Frank Lampard, though, on the brink of promotion with Coventry. He is about to win the championship with Coventry. And then from that point, we'll see how he does in the Prem. Pipe it down, guys. I'm just hearing, like, what, is there a police chase outside my house or something? This is Dubai. We normally don't have this. Blimey. All I heard was a skid after that. I'm like, whoa. All right. 26 and a half minutes in. Still Chelsea nil, Man City nil. So far, not much has happened. If we're being honest, not much has happened. I gotta be honest. I think there's two sides to this. I think City are showing us too much respect, and I also think that as a shape, we are collectively defending well. Look at that! Look at that! Ball into Donnarumma, and it's off the pitch. I have to question this. Are City panicking here? Are City like in their own heads? What's going on? I expect this from Arsenal. I don't expect this from City. I'll be honest. Chelsea, though, like, again, in terms of shape, we look good, but we've not really done much in terms of chances either. It's kind of been nothing's happened either end. Ball into Pedro. Pedro. Esteval. Pedro. 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 All right, he's gone back. Ball switched over to Neto. He can't see. He was looking up at the sun. Here's Palmer, and we've lost it. And they've given it away. Do you see what I mean? This is what's wrong with City. Ball in. Pedro, where's the flick on? Ball in from Gusto. He should have just... hang on, here's the replay. Let's take a look at this. I thought he had the opportunity to just throw his leg forward. Okay, it was a bit of a stretch. I'll give him that. It was a bit of a stretch. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. Doku's been penalised. What's he done? Given an elbow to the gut of Gusto, or... Oh, he stood on his foot. Yeah, fair enough. Ball over to Neto. Don't blow this. Neto. Oh, Neto! I'll give you that. I will give you that. He nearly, oh my goodness. He sent him. That nutmeg was clean. That nutmeg was clean. Bosh. That was cheeky. Another corner? No. Cucurella into the air. Donnarumma punches out. Up flipping out. What's this defending from City? Donnarumma with another punch. Here's Barma. Here's Neto. Corner? Oh, kick. No, offside. I'm relieved. We saw Neto do something that put our jaw on the floor for the first time in ages. So yeah. Aqua, thank you for the comment on Big Up. How's the situation in Dubai? The situation here is getting worse. Is it really? No, here it's calm. I thought it stopped for you guys as well. Man. Stay safe. Stay safe, Aqua. Stay safe. Donnarumma to take the free kick. He's gone for a punch, and he has punched it, to be fair. Here's City now. Little flick on. Doku into Haaland, and it's just not gone to him. City, I think, need to simplify themselves a little bit. Ball into Neto, goes over his head. Here's Donnarumma. City making their way up the left-hand side. Ball back to Gurhi. Doku. You know what? City haven't been good. If Chelsea have to capitalise, it's now. You know what I mean? Because if City start switching it on in one way, shape or form, at that point, good luck. We need to utilise this moment where they look like they're off it. Which we've not done yet because it's still 0-0. Here's Doku. Oh, they're in. No, they're not. Oh, Palmer. Good strength, Palmer. Oh, he's lost it. And it's cleared by Santos. Little flick on by João Pedro. João Pedro? Donnarumma? Bloody hell. Donnarumma hesitated there. He looked like he wasn't going to do it. And then he did in the end. And that's a foul and free kick to Man City. Here comes City. Doku. Ball in. Oh my God. Oh, Sanchez has it. Flipping hell. Flipping. I thought that was 1-0 City. I really thought that was 1-0 City. It was good defending, good shield by Hato, who blocked the path of Haaland to reach the ball, gave time for Sanchez to go and grab it. Fair play. But this is where City now, yeah, that's a bit closer. That's a bit closer for them. Here's Doku. Man City moving the ball over to the right-hand side. Shirky. Approaching 35 minutes. Still Chelsea 0, City 0. Here's Shirky. Semenyo. Shirky. We've just got bodies back and Shirky's giving it away very cheaply. Very cheaply. Here's Neto. And then now we're trying to get them on the break and there's too many City men that are back now. Esteval. Big up to Robertson on Big Up saying, how's the weather in Dubai? How horrible. Today was a rainy day. Just like yesterday. Had a weekend of rain. It actually felt nice, I'm not going to lie, because, you know, sometimes we need a bit of rain. Felt like, feels like London. So, yeah, it's nice. It's not cold, but it's rainy. So, yeah. CKJM says, I'm not hearing many chants of Blue Coat out. What, at the ground? Steve says, full of tourists these days as well. Yeah, to be honest. At the bridge, there's loads of it. Free kick to Man City in a dangerous position. Santos committing the foul. Look, Chelsea fans at games won't really say much until when they start losing. At that point. They've taken it quickly. Little flick on. They're overcomplicating it. I look at City and I'm like, some of the combinations these guys are playing, especially with Doku and with Shirky, those are the two players. I think they should just, you know, keep the combination simple. They're trying to do too much. But like I want to say as well, Chelsea, in terms of positioning, are actually locking off the lanes pretty well. Thank you to Aqua in the Big Up chat as well. Younes, quick thank you for the peak streams on Younes Talks Football. Those make my day. Do you know what I mean? Facts. I agree, and thank you very much. I'm glad you like them. Again, poor pass. They're just City's passing today is horrible. They do look off it. Foul on Neto. Yep, free kick Chelsea. But we got to capitalise because look, if City all of a sudden just wake up, then and OJ, thank you. You've taken the words out of my mouth with the super chat saying City haven't shifted gears yet. We better watch out. Fact. We got to capitalise. We really got to capitalise. I'm going to ask. There we are. I've asked Biggie a question. I want to find out exactly how many misplaced passes or unforced errors have there been from both teams so far. Man City have made 23. Chelsea have made 27. You see what's mad? It doesn't even feel that way. It feels like Man City are the ones that have made more mistakes. It goes to show. It goes to show. Thank you, Biggie. Thank you for that. Again, if you want to ask Biggie any questions, go hit the first link in the description and go. I'm streaming on Big Up as well, as City are now in. Shot saved by Sanchez. But we got to capitalise. We got to capitalise. Yeah, for those that don't know, I'm streaming on YouTube and I'm streaming on Big Up. First link in the description will take you to Big Up. And you can ask Biggie any question you want about this game and any stats and anything from the last 3 years as well. Follow Younes Talks Chelsea on there as well. That way in future, you can even join the predictions. Much appreciated. As today's one is locked off. Here's Semenyo, and he's been fouled. 39 minutes. Approaching half-time, 0-0. Is Palmer, and we lost the ball very easily there. Very easily. We've had the same amount of attempts, and City have had one more shot on target, technically. Mental, isn't it? We're talking about Chelsea playing better and City playing worse, but the outcome is exactly the same for both teams right now. Like, that shows you how far down we've gone. Do you know what I mean? It really does. And I'm screaming for us to be able to capitalize on this now before City actually wake up. Because if they wake up, we're finished. We need to capitalize on this. Doku. Ball in, and it's a corner for City. There's a problem as well, and why I stress we have to capitalize, because when City turn to their bench, they've got options. And when we turn to our bench, we've got nothing. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? So we have to make sure we take advantage now to build a cushion. Have to. Ball gone short. Ball in. Passed back. Here's Silva. He's lost it. Neto. Correa. Free kick. This has not been the most entertaining game, has it? Yeah, it's not. It's not. Steve, on Big Up, thank you very much, saying City. are slacking. They need to change gears. Put Epstein FC to the sword and destroy the Guna hopes and Blueco money making. Big up to you. Yeah, this game overall has been very dead. Very dead. Chelsea trying to get an action going here. Here's Esteval. Unlucky. Cleared. Santos back to the right-hand side. Gusto. Ball in. Donnarumma. He's about 9 foot tall. I don't expect anyone to beat Donnarumma, to be honest. Little through ball. Good block. Was that by Fofana? If I'm not mistaken. City trying to advance. Kusanov. Semenyo. Ball over the top into Haaland. Nothing. Chelsea retrieve. Hato. Sanchez. Giving it away. Giving it away. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Flipping hell, guys. We make our own mistakes, don't we? We just do. We just do. Shirky's clearly not really got much of a right foot. Ball shifted over to the right-hand side, giving it back to City. My goodness. All the way to Semenyo. Semenyo, he's going to try and do an Elise here. He's going to try and do an Elise. He does! Oh my goodness. Corner ball City, just wide. That's exactly what Elise done for Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Good, it was a block. That come off Esteval's foot. Santos, sorry, Santos. Bernardo Silva to take the corner. We've hit 45 minutes. How many minutes? 1 minute of stoppage time to be added on. Ball in. No one. Gurhi came flying in at the back post, missed the ball. Arsenal will be watching this happy. For sure. This game has been dead, hasn't it? Yeah, this has not been... I apologize, guys. This has not been the most entertaining game ever, really, has it? But... 10 seconds till half-time. It's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. We're going to end the half. My goodness. Free kick between Neto and Palmer. This is going to be the one that ends it. Are Chelsea going to get a goal before half-time? To go into half-time 1-0 up. Let's see. Ball in. And it's a header straight into row F. Computer says no, it's half-time. I apologise for the quality of football we've just witnessed, guys. I really do. I really do. It's been a stinker. On a footballing front. On both teams, City have been poor. Chelsea have been structurally better than what we've seen in prior games, but it's not resulted in anything. So everyone's kind of just twiddling their fingers, really. And let me be honest, a draw is not a good result for us either. It's really not. It's not a good result for City. It's not a good result for us. It's a great result for Arsenal. Everyone's a loser. Except Arsenal. So, yeah. Unbelievable. Bear with me 10 seconds. I'll be right back. Hold the phone. 1 second. Quality. Right. So, yeah, guys, it's not been the best football, really. We've still got a second half. And overall, look, I want us to be able to say what Chelsea have done up until now is okay. However, I also want to say we haven't capitalized with City stinking up the place. And this is where I genuinely believe if City just start to switch on and we leave some space, we've not done what we could have done in that first half to make things easier for us. Do you know what I mean? So, it's as simple as that. Simple as that. Man City, though, looked dead. Man City really looked dead. I'm surprised. Overall, I'm shocked. If we're looking at the stats, let's take a... You know what? The stats isn't probably going to be a good reflection of this either. The stats are probably going to tell us that the game has been pretty even, which is crazy. You guys in the chat going about the chat. No, you know what? It's intentional because it's solid. So for the back, it keeps me upright. It's the one chair where I'm like, yo, you know what? I feel upright. Anything else, I can start slouching, I can start like sinking and whatnot. Even gaming chairs. This, I'm like, yo, straight to the point, gets the job done, bish bash bosh. Do you know what I mean? So no, the chair's not been sold to Blueco on a 15% sell-on clause. But you know what? The stats, City have had 66% possession. It's nearly the same XG, slightly higher than us. Same shots. They've had one more shot on target. You see what I mean? Like, all these things are how it's gone down, but we're talking about how we've been okay and how City have been poor. It's mental. That goes to show just how bad we've actually been. Like how much we've gone down. For us to look and go, yo, today's actually okay. It goes to show. Big up to those in the Big Up chat as well. Talking about Big Up, shall we take a look? Let's take a look for those in Big Up. And if you want to have a look as well, so then you guys can get involved for the next game. Or if you have been involved, then you guys can have a little look at this as well. The predictions so far. Let's have a look. So, I went with... Chelsea to score over 1.5 goals. So far, that is in. City to score over 1.5 goals. So far, that is not in. There will be under 9.5 corners in the match so far. That is the case. We're on 6. There will be under 1 goal in the first half. That's a no. I got that wrong. Fofana will commit over 1.5 fouls. Has he? Let's ask Biggie. And Semenyo will have over 1.5 shots on target. So I'm going to ask Biggie this now, actually. Let's find out. How many fouls has Fofana committed so far today? Oh, crap. I've not. Hang on. How many fouls has Fofana committed? Ah, boom. Biggie's about to tell me. As we wait for it. No, wrong Fofana. No. Hang on. I've got to specify Wesley Fofana. OJ, thank you very much. Saying, who's Biggie? Man, that last Santos chance. Big up to you. Biggie is the AI of Big Up, which you can find, first link in the description. You can watch the watch along on there as well. Steve says image quality just got better. Big up. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, yeah. Hard to see. Hard to see. Anyway. What are you guys' predictions now? Because again, and this is why I say it's very important that we actually get ourselves up and running while City have been poor. Because the bench for Man City looks lethal. For us, it looks like kids play, right? So it's going to be an interesting second half overall in terms of how this is going to go down. But we got to come out all guns blazing before I reckon City will eventually switch it on. And if they start making changes and tactical tweaks and they start bringing on the likes of Foden and they start bringing on all sorts, then I think it's going to be a little bit of a tough one for us. I really do. So, yeah, Younes Talks Football. Thank you for the super chat. Dimitri, by the way, sorry. Your super chat, that was more than 10 seconds, Younes. Disappointing. Ah, man, I'm sorry. How long was that? 14? 15? You know? I'll give you 4 seconds back. Thank you to Younes Talks Football saying Hatto has been good. Explain. Big Up. Is it sponsorship? Yes. So I'm also streaming on Big Up as well as here simultaneously. But Big Up is where you can play the Predictor game. Big Up is where you can get involved and find out any info from its AI, Biggie. Big Up is where you can join in the chat. And also, actually, let me just... there we are. And Biggie is also where we can grow a community together and try and make it as big as possible. So then in quests, which is an additional feature of Big Up, where there's community orientated games and whatnot, we can be the biggest. And yes, if you make your predictions correctly, there's cash prizes. So yeah, you can. There we are. Hope that helps. And talking about Hatto's actually been decent. Yeah, he has. I would say out of the back line, he's the one player that I was looking at and going, I'm not so sure about you. And I think he's actually been the best performing defender. You know? Cucurella's been a bit off it. Fofana's been Fofana. And Gusto's been Gusto. But overall, Hatto's actually been decent. Big up over, those of you in the chat on big up, thank you very much. Don Biggie is the stat goat. Nilesh thinks 1-0 City win. Steve has gone with a 3-1 City win. You guys on YouTube, let me know your predictions. We've got 2-1 City, 2-1 Chelsea, 2-1 to us, 2-2, 1-1, 1-0 Chelsea, 2-0 Chelsea, 2-0 City, 1-0, 1-1, 1-0 City, 2-0 City, 3-0 City, 1-0 Chelsea, 2-0 Chelsea, 1-0 City. It's all very... My prediction at the beginning was 3-1 City. It really was. It really was. We got Razor on Big Up saying 0-0. Thank you, Razor 422. Much appreciated. So far, in terms of the predictor, let's just have a little look. The leaderboard. Wow. The leaderboard, there's a good amount of you so far that have predictions coming in. Unfortunately for me, I've already lost one. So, do you know what I mean? But there's quite a few of you where things are looking good. So let's see how it ends. Let's see how it ends. OJ with a super chat as well saying City saving batteries. Second half, we're in trouble, 1-0. That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of. It feels like that they've given us too much respect. It feels like that we've also made life a little bit hard for them. But we've not done anything going forward much. And because of that, all it takes is, if we look at the benches, so hang on, I'm going to ask... hang on. So the substitutes for this game, Man City have the option of turning to Marmoush. They can even turn to, well, I don't expect much from Kovacic, I'll be honest. Nori on the left if they have to. Savinho, Phil Foden. These are guys that can come on and make differences. For us, what? We're going to bring on Garnacho. Realistically, there's no one we can bring on except Garnacho and Delap. Like, there's nothing else that we can do. Asugo in midfield doesn't really change much. Sarr in defence, that doesn't really do much either. Sharman Lowe, who's a goalkeeper. Achiempong doesn't really change much for us either. Mark Gu, I mean, he comes on, he'll probably do nothing, I'll be honest. Delap, Garnacho are the only two players that you look at and go, okay, you guys, I'm expecting maybe, well, we're not expecting, but I'm just saying. In terms of who we have on the bench, those are the only guys. Do you know what I mean? So we have to come out the blocks, literally all guns blazing in the second half. We have to. We have to. And if we don't, I reckon we'll be in trouble. Razor on Big Up says, no Ghana, please. Steve says, our subs bench is lame as heck. It sure is. It sure is. City got options. City got options, and we don't. So we got to... there's no Lavia, which is surprising. I thought he was fit. You know what I mean? We're about to start the second half anyway. Players are coming back out onto the pitch. And I will say this. If Chelsea come out the blocks and score, great, right? We might be able to get something. If we concede, it's done. If we concede, we'll capitulate. Pretty sure. Is Lavia on the bench? He is on the bench. Sorry. He is on the bench. Hang on. Yeah, sorry. Lavia and Tosin are the other names that I missed out. Sorry. Liam Rosenior is getting interviewed at half-time. I mean, honestly, this guy does more talking than me. You know what I mean? Rosenior literally has an interview every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Every 5 minutes. Bizarre. Big up to Razor on Big Up. Lampard versus Yaya Toure. Have to go Lamps. I have to go Lamps. Overall impact, I have to go Lamps. But big up to Yaya Toure. He was serious. Do you know what I mean? We're about to start the second half. It'll be Chelsea kicking off. And we're up and away. Let's go. Thank you very much to OJ as well in the chat with a super chat. Much appreciated. A big one too. Thank you very much. If we win this, all Chelsea fans should go play the lottery today. Anyhow, just have a pint on me, mate. Chelsea for life. Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. Much appreciated. And yeah. Listen, at this rate, this is what I'm saying. The next 10 minutes are going to be crucial. Crucial. Poor from City. Poor. Doku. And we've given it straight back to him. Brilliant. Haaland's not been in the game at all. And I think that's a mistake. Personally, I think City should be doing absolute, like they're almost, here's Doku, to get Haaland. There it is. I've asked for it and they've given these, oh my God. I've asked for it and they've nearly gone 1-0 up. I just went, Haaland should be in the game. Threw ball straight to Haaland. Just in time for a defender to get in the way. Just in time. Here's Semenyo. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Do you see what I mean? It's a corner ball to City, and now I'm starting to get worried. I don't know what Pep said at half-time, but it's worked. That's a poor ball. But anyway, it's another corner. Oh, go kick. Yes. Thank goodness. Thank you very much. Razor on Big Up. Turkey nearly. Aqua says watching 3 streams right now, modding too. Quality. Good strength by Cole Palmer there to send Doku off. But yeah, that chance Haaland, then the block from Hato. So, fair play. And now we've given the ball straight back to City. Okay, guys, look, I'm going to be completely honest. It's squeaky bum time now, yeah? You can feel it. You can feel it. Everyone's just got to now watch themselves. All of a sudden, this just doesn't feel very comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Hang on, the clock is a little bit off. Let me try something. A City approaching the box, another corner, flip here now. Yeah, now it's all happening now, isn't it? All right, hang on. Clock will update itself properly, hopefully. Do you know what I mean? Bellew Coat, thank you for the contribution. Much appreciated. Corner ball City, ball in. Cleared. Get rid. And we've just given it right back to City. Rodri. Gurhi. All the way to the right-hand side. Semenyo. Little 1-2. Turkey. Ball in. There it is. There it is. 1-0. And it's Nico O'Reilly. Exactly as I said, he's had a fantastic end of the season. He's been class. And he is in an attacking area once again. And he's unmarked. And it's 1-0 City. There you are. What to do, eh? What to do. Razor on Big Up says O'Reilly goal. Good prediction that we are cooked. You could feel it. But people got to be honest and just really say it for how they're actually feeling and how they see it. You could see it. It's all of a sudden, I don't know what Pep said at half time, but it worked. And I was right. And there we are. Look, ball in. And it's just, is that Fofana? No, it's Santos. It's Santos. Poor marking from Santos. Where's Hato? I'm sorry, but in that position, it should be Fofana on one man, Hato on the other. Where's Hato there? There we are. 1-0 City. Now it's time to pray, guys. Time to pray. Everything that we said for the first half, yeah. Pray now. Pray. Jeremy with the super chat says, Pep using first half to analyse and second to unleash. And City on another break. Oh boy. Honestly, guys, this is where we have to yeah, just lean back and just wait to be slapped in the face, guys. It's as simple as that. This is what we have to do now. Just yeah. Steve, no, it doesn't. Steve on Big Up asking, does the hand gestures to the camera still bring up emojis? No, because I'm not using Streamlabs anymore. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Aqua says, Chelsea gives me a lot of energy and one of them is, we are cooked, pack your bags. Facts. You could just feel the energy from City. It's like all of a sudden they've switched on. They've actually gone up a gear. And with Chelsea, it's the same. It's the same stuff. You know, what has Pep said at half-time and what has Rossinha said at half-time? I can bet, whatever you want me to bet, that Rossinha at half-time has gone to his players and gone, great half, guys. Great half. That's a very positive half, guys. You've done very well. You've got to keep this up, okay? And you're not doing anything wrong. And we've got them. We're 50-50 with them. You know, the game is there for the taking, so we can do it. So come on, guys. Second half, just keep it up and let's try and score, right? And good luck, guys. That's it. And Pep has probably looked at it, smashed about 5 bottles to the wall, has probably told them, listen, you've got to wake the hell up if you really want to win the league. And here they come again, and it's nearly 2-0. Nearly 2-0. And it's a corner, if I'm not mistaken. Semenyo have the chance. All of a sudden, look, we're finished. We're finished. Razor says, even Pep or Ferguson can't work under these owners. Facts. RSO 2003 with a super chat, thank you very much, saying, I know we were expecting this, but shit, man, this really hurts. Just turn off my TV and just listening to the stream. Thank you very much, mate. Big up to you. It's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious. You can see it. You can see it. Adrian with a super chat as well, saying, because we don't play for the head coach, meanwhile City play for their manager. Facts. They've got a manager who's actually in charge, running things at an elite level. Ball in. Fuzzbrain, thank you very much, says Conference League will be fun next year. Honestly. Look, if it's not going to be Champions League, it's going to be Europa. If it's not going to be Europa, I don't want anything. If it's not going to be 6th, please send us to 10th. Ball across, that's a great ball. Oh my goodness, Semenyo. They've switched on. They really have switched on. You see, we say these things like we were talking about in the first half. We got to capitalise. We got to wake up. City are looking a little slow. What's going on? They can switch it on. They can switch it on. We got to capitalise. We got to do it. Come on, wake up. And then the moment they switch it on, it's like, oh, you know, all of a sudden, why are City looking all right? Mate, it's City. Do you know what I mean? They were always going to switch it on. It's a matter of when. But we didn't capitalise when we had the opportunity, did we? Simple as that. So annoying. So annoying. Edward, thank you very much, saying City aren't playing like champions, to be honest. No, not yet. Well, I mean, they've started to switch it on. This could turn into a cricket score. Let's be honest, this could. And right now, a win's a win. For them, they win today, they win their game in hand, then it's up to them if they beat Arsenal at the Etihad, and if they do that, they go top. Remember how far behind they were for Arsenal earlier on in the season. Remember that. Now they're neck and neck as long as they win these games. CKJM on Big Up, thank you very much, says, you mean our huddle on the halfway line hasn't worked? Oh, mate. And Steve, thank you very much, says, next week, Manchester will do the double over us. Blueco out. Thank you very much. I reckon they will. Shirky. Oh, my God. And it's Mark Gurhey. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What did I say earlier on? I swear that Mark Gurhey better not score. And there you are. Do you now see the differences? Let me increase the flip in. I've not increased the score on Big Up. There we are. It's 2-0 City. Mark Gurhey has scored. Look at what Shirky's done. Switched it on. Look at what everyone else is doing. Switched it on. Even Gurhey's on the score sheet now. Mark Gurhey. A player we could have got. A player that we initially had at one point. A player who's now scoring goals for City. Mate. And look at Shirky. First half, he had a stinker. Second half, he comes out, all guns blazing. That's the influence of the Pep, guys. That's the influence of the Pep right there in living colour for you guys to see. It's amazing when these things are actually easy to predict. People need to be in tune and real with their intuition and what they're actually seeing and what they're actually feeling and not paint any false images and pictures. 2-0 City. There we are. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's game over, guys. Game over. Fuzzbrain5 says, remember, we could have gotten Shirky for peanuts, but didn't because he was lazy. Yeah. That, and also he has a decent salary at Man City, by the way, just to let you know. The protest is next weekend, just to let you know, right? Next weekend. So for those that can be there, be there. I'm not going to be there in person. It's going to be impossible for me. But I am going to compensate for that. For all the international fans that are not going to be in London, I am going to try and have a live feed on Younes Talks Chelsea from the protest, a stream, basically, from the protest, to be able to show you guys exactly what's going on there, right? And we can watch it all and get through the comments. That way there's at least good exposure of the protest live, at least even online, for people to watch across the globe, right? So I'm going to be able to do that for you. And in the meantime, we're in the mud. We're in the mud. Sahara 2 says, no regret, no remorse. Our team is always anyways useless. Of course it is. Of course it is. Thank you very much for that. Adrian with the super chat says, if City win the Premier League, it will be poetic for them, especially for Pep's maybe last season there. It will be his last season there. I'm pretty sure it'll be his last season. I'll be shocked if it's not. I'll be shocked. Here comes City again. Like I said, guys, lean back and just chill at this point. There's nothing to look forward to now. Just relax, go and get a drink. You don't even need to pray at this point. I was saying pray. Prayer is done. Prayer is finished. You can, pray for yourself. Pray for your own lives. Yeah? Pray for you guys. That's it. Honestly. MoFly Jira says factory settings installed again. Thank you very much. Of course it was. Of course it was. And OJ says Malo Gusto should be jailed for that. Shame on us. I think many people at the club should be jailed. Starting from the top. Ball in from O'Reilly. Haaland. I swear, if Haaland gets on the score sheet. Haaland. Thank you very much to Steve in the chat on Big Up. Saying, I have no feelings on this loss. This is a Blue Co model. Join the protest next week. April 18th, be there and show support. And he says, this is the Blue Co model. This is the Blue Co model, kids and failure and no mentality. Thank you very much. Arsenal fans as well. I'm speaking to all of you Arsenal fans, yeah, that are probably watching this stream in hope. I told you on my video on Younes Talks Football, don't hold your breath. I told you, I said, if you're relying on Chelsea to do something for you, don't hold your breath. Because if you do, you'll suffocate yourself and you'll die, right? I told you. Don't say that I didn't warn you guys, yeah? You're going to have to go about this a different route. Yeah. Anyway, you guys have thrown it away for yourselves. What can I say? That's your fault. It's not our fault. We've got our own problems. Yeah. We got our own kettle of fish to deal with. You lot have just, thrown it away in only the way that Arsenal can. So, you know what I mean? Kashmiri Blue, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. One defeat I am actually happy with. Don't care. Not going to lie. I think there's many people feeling that way today. I do think so. I do think so. And we've what a pathetic attempt of an attack that was. That was poor. Do you know what I mean? Poor. Nico O'Reilly's gone down here. Don't worry. They got 8 Nori. It's fine. We're going to bring on the lap at some point. So, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Zach, sorry, my friend, I missed your super chat. Thank you very much. Saying London for losing today and relegating Spurs. Thank you very much, mate. Rego Park, I missed yours as well. Thank you very much. Saying we've had bad managers, but I've never detested anyone like Rafinha. He's a glorified English pundit. Ain't qualified, there's Yaya Toure in the box, ain't qualified to manage 11 orange cones. Wow. You're not wrong. Overall, you're not wrong. He shouldn't be here. He just shouldn't be here. Vladazor says, now it's time for Tosin. Adara Bioyo. Thank you very much, mate. And Austin with the contribution. Thank you to you as well, mate. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But this is why I've always said, from the moment that Rafinha walked in, right, as Razor over on Big Up says, up the Man City for the league. Yeah, facts at this point. But I hope Man City go all the way. It's like I said, why he's completely irrelevant. O'Reilly has come off, I think, and it is Ain't Nori that I think has come on. He's heading straight down the tunnel. Pep's giving him a little laugh. Yep, there's Ain't Nori. Habibi. He's, for me, Algerian connection. He's my left back. He is my left back, yeah? At the World Cup, I'm expecting big things from you, Ryan. Yeah, big things. But anyway, that first game, Ryan's going to have... Yeah, Ryan, Messi is going to be your job. Messi is going to be down to you, yeah? So I'm expecting a big performance from you, yeah? Anyway, Rafinha was always irrelevant. Since the moment he walked in, he was irrelevant. But you can understand why, like, he was hired. You can see it. You see how much of a puppet... Look at that. That's just poor. That is poor. Holy crap. Holy crap. Here comes Doku. Rafinha's the perfect guy. They've won the corner. They've won the corner. Have they not? That should have been a corner. Anyway, he's the perfect guy to execute the model. Simple as that. And there you are. There you are. Garnacho is coming on. Where's the lap? OJ says, why is Pepe spitting all the time? Disgusting. He's an old school player. What can I say? You'd always spit on the pitch. I don't know. It's maybe a thing. I don't know. Grass is grass, isn't it? It needs some fertilizer. What can I say? Steve on Big Up says, Rafinha notepad incoming with shop window FC time. At this point, yeah, mate. Absolute facts. Also, I do think the whole spit thing, I think it's more of a Mediterranean thing. Don't really see English people do. But in the Med, it's normal. It's normal. Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Greek, North African, Egypt, whatever you want. It's normal. All across, mate, they are finding pockets of space now for fun. For fun. Rambo with the super chat, thank you very much, saying the sad part of this game is that I don't even think we gifted the result for the Arsenal meme. We are just really shy. Facts. You're not right. This is why I said, before all of this, it's not about, let's fold the game for Arsenal, they don't win the league. Nah, we're going to lose anyway. Mate, we are not that team. We're not good. You know what I mean? So this was always going to be the case. Always. Austin for the super chat says, football won today. Back post, good punch by Donnarumma. And now here comes City. No, back to us. Football won today, mate, says Austin. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. And Fuzzbrain says, don't worry, Younes, we'll buy experience this summer. Yeah, sure, yeah. We're going to buy all the experience that you guys need. All of it. All the experience. You cannot believe. More than you can believe. More than you can believe. More. Have a day off. Garnacho coming on. Santos coming. Lavia's coming on. Esteval is coming off. You know, this is, look, here's the situation. We're at the point now, you can play whatever 11 you want. You can rest whoever you want. You can put on the bench whoever you want. You can do anything you want, right? It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't change a thing. Simple as that. Sanchez with the stop. He's Lavia? No. Caicedo has been dispossessed. Oh my goodness. 3-0. We are so crap. It's stupid. Was that Caicedo? Oh my God, it was. You are seeing a live example of having a good player being brought down to everyone's level. There we are. Caicedo with an absolute blunder like that to make it 3-0 to City. Doku, I think, is expecting a baby, it seems. Congrats to Doku. Congrats, Doku. Look at that. Look at that. Sanchez rolls it out to Caicedo. Caicedo into trouble. But what is he thinking? Loses it. Doku finishes 3-0. Thank you very much. We are crap. We are so pants. It's stupid. This is what 2 billion has brought us, mate. These lot couldn't buy a flipping t-shirt as far as I'm concerned. Ridiculous. Let's get to your super chats. Fred CFC Forever says, hey, Younes, what is your relationship with Nini? Good. No issue. I've not spoken to him in a while, to be honest, but nothing wrong. So, yeah. Shara Tuchel, thank you very much, saying people wanted this CFC LDM to qualify for Champions League just to watch them collapse in the round of 16. Half of the team are championship quality, other half are flirting with other teams. For seniors management and Champions League, laugh, laugh, laugh. You're not wrong. If we go into the Champions League, we'll just end up the same that we did this season, just in the mud. Prince David says, Chelsea are beating Chelsea. Carrot that. Can't carrot that because that's the truth. Zukan, thank you very much, saying this loss feels correct. Blue, come out, please. Thank you very much, mate. Well said. Vladazor says, we will buy 20-year-old players on the summer with experience. More carrots. DJ Moxie says, embarrassing club, embarrassing owners. Blue coat out. Blue coat out. Absolutely. The only way is for these lot to start just to set up and go. Just set up and go, man. OJ says, we're effing crap. 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 Adrian with a super chat as well says, why the hell would Sanchez even pass it to Caicedo, seeing there are 2 City players there? No brain. No brain. Thank you to those on Big Up as well, by the way. We've still got 20 minutes left, by the way. Still got 20 minutes. Like, and also, let's not say like we expected anything else. I said it would finish 3-1. You know what's mad? After our decent first half, yeah, we're actually coming out of this with a worse prediction than I initially gave at the beginning of all of this. That's how rubbish we are. I said 3-1, and it's currently 3-0. Talking about Predictor, let's bring up the predictions on Big Up. Chelsea will score over 1.5 goals. I said no, that's correct. Man City will score over 1.5. I said yes, that's correct. There will be under 9.5 corners in the match. I think we've gone past that. I've said yes, that's a no. There will be under 1 goal in the first half. That actually happened. I did say no. I got that wrong. Fofana will commit over 1.5 fouls. I don't know. Probably happened. Semenyo will have over 1.5 shots on target. And I think that's the case. I'm not mistaken. I think that might actually be the case. So my predictions were not far off today. Not far off. Let me know how you guys have got on. If you did predict on Big Up, and if you're watching on Big Up, let me know in the chat there. You don't need to do it on YouTube. And if you did predict, go on to Big Up and enter the chat there. If you did put the predictor, let me know, how are your predictions going? I want to know, how are all of you going? Like, you guys. Because for me, it's not gone too well. It's been all right. Not gone completely well. But how has it been for you? Let me know over on the Big Up chat. I'd love to see all of your comments to see how all of you have been doing. Meanwhile, the super chats, Shara Tukil, nice name by the way, saying, bring on Didi Delap to win us this match. Yeah, he's going to score 4 goals in 5 minutes. Razor says, why can't I predict? Because it's done. It's only before the game. The next one is going to be available 3 days before. No, sorry, 2 days. No, 3. 72 hours before the Man United game is going to be the next one that you guys can put. So yeah, if you missed this one, you missed this one. Make sure you're there for the next one. Mo Nigerian says, too early for the pen and paper. Maybe 5-0. I did say on the preview that after Haaland has got a brace and Semenyo's about to get a third, that the notepad would come out with Tosin, Mark Haaland. Now, Tosin's not on the pitch. Haaland's not got a brace. Semenyo's not about to score yet. And, yeah. We might have to come up with a new note. Maybe that's going to be the case. So, we'll see. And Goofy says, not even sad. Spurs 18th and Arsenal will bottle. We'll take it. Thank you very much. Mazin as well for the super chat saying, I absolutely knew they would collapse in the second half. They can never hold the same performance for a whole match. Only an experienced manager can teach you that. Pep. Yes, correct. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. Thank you very much for that. Zukanyed as well with the contribution, much appreciated. And Merlin Nongi says, when was the last time we lost 3-0 3 times in a row? Hey, since Blueco took over. Yeah, hang on. I need to go back and look at our results. What have been... Hang on now. Bobby Robertson, thank you very much with the super chat, says, we just suck. Blueco out. Blueco out. And like I've said before, look, like it was mentioned on the Telegraph earlier on today, right? Saying blue coat out constantly isn't just some online protest thing that, yay, we just want to make ourselves feel like we're doing something. Like, no, it actually is doing something. The Telegraph put it out earlier on. Clear Lake and the ownership do not like internal criticism on top of the outside criticism that they're already receiving, because it now comes down to their investors. And if they're getting internal criticism, then their investors are going to start losing confidence. And if their investors start losing confidence, they might pull out their money. And if they pull out their money, you can say goodbye to Clear Lake Capital. And if it comes to that and they got to save their skin, they'll have to put the club up for sale. It's as simple as that. So you got to, honestly, blue coat out is more than just an online phrase. It's more, it's putting pressure on these owners to feel it and get out, leave, sell up, save all of us the hassle. Oh my God. Is that Kusanov? Hey, since when could he shoot? He almost done a Rudiger, if you remember Rudiger, and that shot from like 40 yards out. My goodness, man. But yeah, it's more than that. Blue coat out, 2 billion spent. This is what we have to serve. It's an absolute joke. Here's City subs. Bring on Foden, bring on Savinho, go on, bring on some fresh legs that are actually quality. Thank you very much to Lawrence. The stadium looks full to me. These fans. Tell me about it. AS says MR3. That's his new name. Thank you very much for that, mate. CKJM over on Big Up says, we cannot let this go on for another 6 years. And even then, who's to say that they will even decide to sell after their contract is up? This is why we have to put the pressure on. That's all we can do. Protest, make our voices heard, don't buy anything, don't put any money in, and just keep going on and on and on. If we do this, all right, once, then what? What, they're going to be scared? No, it's got to be relentless. So when I hear people laughing at, blue coat out, saying it every video, or, you know, putting the pressure on and talking about this thing, video in, video out, it's because that's what needs to be done. The pressure needs to be put on. If we came up and done it once and then left it for a month, what good is that? The owners are going to be laughing. So it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. It's really not. This club is being taken, if not already has, into the ground. The ground. Simple as that. Nilesh on Big Up says, Delap will get 4 red cards in 5 minutes. That's a great prediction. If there was an option to put that on, that would be fantastic. I would be very, very... I'd be so up for putting that on and saying yes. I really would. Ali, thank you very much for the big bucks. Much appreciated. Steve has again mentioned Chelsea and Strasbourg protest April 18th. Be there and show support. If you can be there, be there. Next weekend. Next weekend. The protest outside Stamford Bridge. The march that's taking place into the game against United. Be there. And if you can't be there, be as vocal as you can online. It makes all the difference. Let me tell you guys. Let me explain to you. From one perspective, it's like, online doesn't really do anything, right? When you've got things happening on the ground organically, the online is now what adds the oil to the fire and supports everything, because these lot are so obsessed with data, they're so obsessed with their perception, they're so obsessed with their image, and because they've got investor confidence that is at stake here, these guys need to make sure that they have a look at every single thing online and make sure it's going their way. And if it's not, that's pressure. So even if you put out a tweet, even if you put out a clip, even if you do something constantly of blue coat out and use that hashtag, that is what you can do, and that is what needs to be done. Simple as that. Unlucky shot there from distance for Doku. No, Semenyo, my bad. Simple as that. If everyone collectively done their part here, it'd put pressure. Simple as that. So... Zukan again saying, land the minerals units. This is not Chelsea. This is not Chelsea. This is CFCLDN. Like we've said time and time again, this is CFCLDN. It's as simple as that. Steve, correctly so in the Big Up chat, says, it's not 6 years. They can sell now if they want. Younes and Johnny proved that with the facts. We went through 2 videos. It's on this channel. 2 videos in black and white to show you guys that they can sell. That was the one lie that held everyone back to not take any action. What can we do? We can't do anything. They're not going to sell. They can't sell. You know, they're locked in for 10 years. What a load of horse crap. And that is the one thing that stopped fans believing. Here we are. City on it again. Straight to Sanchez. That's a poor attempt from Semenyo. Poor. Facts, they've turned us into Tottenham. That is correct. And I said this. When was it? About I think a couple of months ago when this was all kicking off again. And I put out a thing on a video and I said, if we were to keep Blueco as owners, what would happen in the future? And I said, look at Tottenham. I said, just look at Spurs and where they are now. And my words were, we're 3 years behind them. I reckon we're about 3 years behind Tottenham. Give this 3 more years, we'll be in Tottenham's position that they're in right now. We'll be in 18th place. Guaranteed. Because they went down the same path. This was them about 3 years ago. Substitutions to be made. Bernardo Silva's coming off. Kovacic. Wow, talk about salt in the wound. Big up to Kova. I'm going to give him a round of applause. Flipping Kovacic, man. I love Kovacic. I love Kovacic. Won us the Champions League as well, so big up to him. João Pedro's coming off. I prefer not to speak. I prefer not. And he's taken off Caicedo. Yeah, screw it. Rip it all apart. Rip it all apart. Asugo on and Delap on. Nilesh on Big Up says red card incoming. Less. Facts. Facts. I'm going to ask Biggie. Actually, this is going to be a question. I've forgotten how many red cards. How many red cards have Chelsea this season? Let's see. Saturated glass of water. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're well. Saying, I miss not being a Mickey Mouse Club. Thank you. And Shara Tukil says, here comes Didi Delap to do the Lewandowski. Facts. Richie CFC with the hey Younes. Hey, mate. I hope you're good. Thank you very much for the super chats. Biggie over on Big Up. First link in the description. If you want to get in on this for the next, 8-10 minutes. Ask it any footballing question. Chelsea has received 10 red cards across all competitions this season. That's quite a few, mate. Here's a breakdown of their disciplinary record. 556 fouls, 118 yellow cards, 10 red cards. That is abysmal, by the way. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh, I can use Biggie in... Hang on. All right, Ali, I'll bear that in mind. And yeah, we might take 10 up to 11 at this rate. You never know. You never know. AS says City winning cups over us is a disgrace. Thank you very much, mate, for that super chat. Listen, this is... City are on course for a domestic treble, just to let you know. They might win the league. They might win the FA Cup. They've already won the Carabao Cup. Mad, isn't it? Fuzzbrain, thank you very much, saying this feels worse than the Graham Potter era. It actually does. Because we've got someone even less qualified than Graham Potter. And we're 4 years in, having spent all the money that's already gone out the window, no budget left, and we're in the mud. Like, it does feel worse than that. We've got a Brighton fan in the chat having a laugh as well. Laugh, mate. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. We're trying to be like you. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to be like you. So expect more of us around your sort of position in the table, mate. It's as simple as that. They might overtake us, to be honest. At this rate, Brighton might actually leapfrog us. Oh, we got Brighton after United, don't we? At Brighton. Yeah, great. Fantastic. We got to go to the Amex. This is gonna hurt. It's actually gonna hurt. Do you know what I mean? Big up to Ali in the chat as well on Big Up saying it could be worse. You could be Tottenham. Yeah. But don't worry. Tottenham now is going to be us in 3 years. Do you know what I mean? Aqua as well on Big Up says, treated myself to a steak. Now I'm welcomed with this bomber from Chelsea. Enjoy. Here's Haaland. Here's Haaland. That's a good tackle. That's a good tackle. And we've given it away. Because we're that good. We're that good that we don't need the ball. We really don't need the ball. Oh, I have a day off. 8 Nori skinning 2 Chelsea players at once. Esugo and Neto. That's my left back, by the way. Yeah? On an international level, that's my left back. That's the one that's going to be in charge of Messi on day 1. So, do you know what I mean? Shay, thank you for the super chat. Says, and some fans said we are worse when Enzo plays. It's like I said earlier, you can play whichever 11 you want. You can play whoever in what position. It will be the same. It will be the same. We've reached that point where any selection, positioning, whatever you want to do, anything on a tactical level does not make a difference. This is why I can't talk football on here. I can't. You know, like, how on Younes Talks Football, I'm actually talking about football. I'm talking about systems, I'm talking about players and positioning and managers and ways and results. And I'm doing, and there's Mr. Gallagher himself. Oasis is in the house. You know, I can't do that here. Because there's no point. Because this isn't football. It means nothing. Flick on. Nearly 4. Nearly 4. Arsenal from birth over on Big Up. Thank you very much, mate. Says, you lot letting us down as per usual. You're letting yourselves down. I said yesterday, don't hold your breath. I warned you. I actually done you lot a favor. Yeah? You lot should be happy that I warned you. Now, whoever chose not to take the advice, that's on you if you can't breathe right now. Yeah? Because you held it for that long and now you're suffocating yourself. That's on you. I warned you yesterday. Don't hold your breath. But it was you lot that lost to Bournemouth, I'm just saying. It's going to be up to you lot to get a result at the Etihad. Just saying that as well. There we are. Now tell me, please, someone explain to me. Someone explain to me on a flipping good level, right? Let me know. Gusto coming off, Achiempong coming on in the 88th minute now. Does what? Oh, Josh, go on, mate. You can have a little run out for 5 minutes. How's that? What? Pathetic. Honestly, bruv. I'd rather not come on. If I'm Josh, I'd be like, save it. You don't need to bring me on. Yeah? Like, it's fine. We'll do it next week. Like, crazy. Robertson on Big Up says, Younes, you were right about your prediction. Congrats, bruv. Thank you, mate. I was wrong. Technically, I was wrong. I said 3-1. They're giving me 3-0. Unbelievable. Steve says, blame your own team. Aqua has asked Biggie, saying Rafinha is not respecting the ball. Biggie has responded with, sounds like you're not happy with Rafinha's performance. I like Biggie. It's a good AI. It's a very nice AI. I like Biggie. You guys have got to get involved in this. At least follow the page on Big Up now because the predictor is done. You can't predict up until the next Manchester United game. So hit the first link in the description. Follow the page, right? Follow Younes Talks Chelsea on Big Up. Let's get as many in there as possible. And then, yeah, before the Man United game, 72 hours before the Man United game, you will be able to put your predictions in on the Predictor game. So make sure you're joining in and interacting with the chat. Thank you very much for the super chat from SB. Says, lost from start. For a team with a weak defense, gave too much respect to City. Focus on the strengths, attack. You did not suspend Enzo in a racial saga, but do it against a top team when you need Champions League. I can't disagree with that at all. But again, Enzo not on the pitch, it wouldn't have made a difference if I'm honest. And not to justify that, I'm saying, yes, you're right. But whatever happens here doesn't make a difference. Simple as that. DJ says, just going to pull Roberto Carlos for Chelsea. What? Left foot, crazy bend into the right-hand side of the net off a free kick. Thirsty Fish, thank you for the super chat as well, says, I've got to propose an excellent brand extension idea to Blueco. They should start a Chelsea kindergarten. They won't even need a salary. Blueco out. That's a great business idea. They would thrive in that. Realistically, they're all about the kids. Adrian says, did I miss the pen and paper? In the game, yes. On here, no. We've got pen and paper. Actually, you know what? I might have to amend this. Let me amend it. There we are. Lavia, don't break your leg walking over to me, please. Can you pass this over? Pass this over to Cole Palmer, please. Yeah? Then Cole Palmer's going to get it and be like, is he stupid? Haaland, good block, to be honest, good block. But I've put, Palmer, shoot, please. Palmer, shoot, please, is what's being said now from Liam Rossini. There we are. El Mortal, thank you very much, says, players like I don't even want to be here. I mean, why would you? I wouldn't want to be. I'd want to sink into the ground at this point. And you got fans around the ground that will probably want to come on and, you know, destroy everything. Things are heading into a downward spiral completely, into the pits of hell. City have just decimated us. I'd be embarrassed. I'd want to come off. Like, I would actually want to come off. You know what I mean? Mental. Aqua, thank you very much for the comment on Big Up. Younes Talks Football is just therapy for me. Thank you very much, man. CKJM says, can't wait to see the carrots after this one. Chelsea are planning to enter the market in the summer and strengthen their defence and attack with proven quality. You're going to hear all of it. You're going to hear all of it, especially before the protest. Especially before the protest. Be at the protest if you can be. Be at the protest if you can be. Steve says, back-to-back 3-0 defeats. It actually is. And don't worry, we got United next. 8 minutes of added time. Got 5 left. 5.5. Harris, thank you for the super chat. What are we protesting about? Blueco out, mate. That's it. Blueco out. Ownership, sell up and go. Done. Hi, Younes. I have followed you since your curly hair days. But I'm going to have to zone out of football for my own health. Inshallah, we get Blueco out. Thank you very much, mate. Well, catch me on Younes Talks Football. Yeah? That link is in the description as well. And you can hear me talk about football properly. It's fun over there. The Arsenal video yesterday, I think, is on 25,000 views or something. It's actually done. It's done well. But I actually get to talk in the way that I intentionally, as I originally intended when starting to do this on YouTube. You know? Chelsea have robbed that off me. But I've got to do what's right. So, simple as that. We've got 4.5 minutes left. This win takes City 6 points behind Arsenal with a game in hand. It sends Chelsea 4 points behind Liverpool in 6th. And we are now We are now 5 points off 13th. Just to let you know. Actually, that is the case, right? Let me take a look. So, right now, Premier League standings. No, 6 points off 13th. We're 4 points off 12th. Brighton, Everton, Brentford, Everton, Brighton, Sunderland, Bournemouth, Fulham. All on Artel. All on Artel. And we got Brighton away after the Man United game. So, just to let you know. Just to let you know, in case you weren't worried already. Here comes City. Is it going to be 4? All in. Haaland. Oh! Haaland's actually been off it today. Haaland's not really done anything. But that's okay. Because at a club like City, when you've got others around you, that's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah, the stadium's very empty now, isn't it? Everyone's left. Correctly so. I can't wait to hear what Rossini's going to say after this. Can't wait. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. Right, hi. Thank you very much. With 250 big bucks gifted over. Thank you very much, mate. Saying for you, Younes, sharing some love from the winnings in Big Up. Congrats, you won. I didn't. But you won. Fantastic. No worries at all. You see, that's an example of someone that went in, played the Predictor game and won. Big up to Rai High. Much appreciated for that. Thank you very much. And yeah, enjoy. Enjoy. And be there for the Man United one as well. That's next. Remember, 72 hours, you can put your predictions in on Big Up for the following game. That's not available yet. It will be available 72 hours before the fixture. So make sure you guys are there. First link in the description. Follow the Younes Talks Chelsea page on Big Up and make sure you're there, part of the Predictor game and also part of the community as a whole. Thank you all so much. Much appreciated. Ryan says, sounds fun next week. Yeah, it will be. It will be. It will be. It will be. Brighton will beat us as well. You'll be happy. Fun for you. Merlin, thank you very much for the super chat, saying the stadium is half empty and some fans are just standing there looking at this crap. That's why I blame match-going fans for where we are too. There are some that are just dead inside. Let me just tell you that now. There are some fans that are just like, zombie. Absolutely zombie. So, yeah. But it's not all. It's not all. And it's because of some of the match-going fans that the protest is happening. So we have to balance it out with what's actually going on as well. But there are some match-going fans who are just zombies. So honestly, that's not just Chelsea, that's everyone, to be honest. So yeah. Those are the ones that Blue Co rely on. To still go to the mega store and buy stuff. You know what I mean? BH Rice, thank you very much. Or Bryce, saying Liam's in-game management is non-existent. Outcoached and outplayed. I'd rather watch paint dry at this point. Amateur hour. That's what we got. That's who we are. He's the perfect executor of the model. Simple as that. That's why he's in the job. That's why he got promoted. Yeah. Jacob says, hello, mate. I was thinking about going to Wembley for the semi, but I think I'll give it a pass. All the best, mate. I don't blame you. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. Use that money on your family or something worthwhile. Do you know what I mean? Rai says, Rosemary will beat Man United next week. Bookmark it. You mean Rossini? No, we're not beating United next week either. You best believe we're not. Match is about to come to an end. It's a yellow card. We've been absolutely pummeled. As expected. There it is, full-time whistle. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, but not sorry. Do you know what I mean? Sorry that this is what we go through, but not sorry because this was always going to happen. Are you surprised? Do you know what I mean? So we move. Well, we don't. We don't move anymore. City move. We, as people, move. I want to say again, thank you very much to everyone that joined on Big Up. Much appreciated. I see everyone in there. Rai Hype, congrats to you as well. And congrats to everyone that won on their Predictor. I didn't. So if you won, well done. And everyone that's interacted with Biggie over there, make sure you're following the page over there. Link in the description. First link there. Make sure you're there. Much appreciated. And everyone that on YouTube, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for everyone that interacted, everyone that was contributing in the chat. Thank you all so much. Be at the protest if you can be on the 18th next weekend. If you can't be, make as much noise as you can online because it does make a difference. When you've got things happening on the ground, the online is now actually needed. When people expect online to just work on its own, that's when it doesn't. But when you've got things happening, do what you can do on your part as well now online to support, because that does go a long way. So thank you all so much. Big up to everyone in Big Up. I can see you. Keep it up, Younes. God bless and Blueco out. Thank you very much to you, mate. Same to you, Steve. Thank you very much. And thank you very much to everyone that's watching. I'm going to give you guys my review very shortly. And yeah, we'll go into the obvious, shall we? I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you all so much, people. In a bit. See you soon. Take care and peace.